You are never a loser until you quit trying. A quote by Mike Ditka. Let's get after it. Hey, happy Monday morning. It is Craig Bennett, aka Cash Cake, here back with another NBA Prize Picks video. Not a lot of games yesterday on NBA, so kind of just focused on NFL. Had a pretty decent NFL day. Again, the video I did yesterday, we ended up going hitting 3 of the 4 picks. Didn't get it done with Garrett Wilson. They just didn't look very good on the offensive side of the ball. But hey, we're going to talk a little bit of NBA action. I've got 3 plays for you here really early on Monday morning. A big slate of games on today for Monday, so should have a lot of value open up later in the day. But let's get this video out early and a little bit of value before some of these lines move. One of us moved already from the time I did this research, but I still think it's a good play, and we'll talk about it. And again, if you like these videos, do me a favor. Hit that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. It means a lot, and we'll keep trying to knock out these videos and provide you any value as possible. So with that, let's get into it. All right, Prizepicks desktop up here. They have a mobile app you can download as well. And yeah, we got 3 plays for you here real quick. We'll jump on them early. Again, it's just about 5 o'clock in the morning on the East Coast. So again, these plays come out early. There's a decent amount that are already out here. And then kind of looking at our tools. So we have some tools over there if you want to check them out. We've had a lot of decent winners last night in our NFL. But we also have some tools that we've added to our True EV. If you haven't checked out our True EV, here's a little look at it, kind of what it's done. As you can tell, it's done better than the Plus EV that's out there. So checking out the True EV like that, seeing what it's done. 74% over the last 19 days. It's been doing really well. We've actually added to that tool as well in that model. We've actually added a projection set to compare off that. So you get that data as well. So we're using projections now. And we also have another kind of thing we're calling Diddy EV that's kind of adding a different touch to it, more metrics that kind of pulls into it. And we got some things coming for it. So if you want to access that, you can get access to that, all of that in the Patreon link below. And it's been doing really well. We had a lot of guys use the new Diddy EV kind of algorithm we created along with the projections, and they crushed last night on just the NBA using that. So again, got a lot of things coming up if you want to get access to it. Very easy. All right. Enough of that. Let's talk about some free plays here. First one we're going to talk about, let's go to assists. And I'm going to go to my boy, Chris Paul, over 8.5 assists. Now, Phoenix is getting a few guys back. Devin Booker is still out, but it looks like Landry Shamet is probable, and so is Cameron Payne. Still no Cam Johnson or Jay Crowder. Payne is a point guard, yes, but at the same time, he is a shooter. That dude loves to shoot the ball. So I don't think it's going to hurt Chris Paul as much. I think it's going to help him a lot here. Now, we got a lot of juice on the over here. It's around minus 135 on some books, up to minus 150 if you're looking over there at Pinnacle. So there is some, juice on this. This is one of the plays I'm going to bring up that is, pretty high. With the projection set as well. I think we've got a projected about a assist higher than this, around 9.7, I believe. If we look at New York's defense, they're ranked 11th in assist, 23rd against the point guard. They play a pretty slow pace. They're 20th in the league in pace. But again, I think it's going to help if Payne comes back because he is a shooter. And it's a pretty close game here. The Knicks are actually favored by 1 here. And I think it's a spot where, Chris Paul can get it done. So I'm going to take Chris Paul over 8.5 assists. Next one we're going to look at, I'm going to go to his running mate here. And I'm going to go DeAndre Ayton, 9.5 rebounds. I'm going to hit the over on this one as well. Going up against the Knicks. He played the Knicks earlier this season where he put up 11 rebounds on them on November 20th. Knicks are ranked 22nd in rebounds allowed, 23rd in offensive rebounds allowed, 18th in defensive rebounds allowed, and 12th against the center. Again, Knicks are favored by 1 here. I think they'll need him to go up against anything they have in the front court against the Knicks because they are a pretty big team. So I do like this. I mean, even we look at what Houston did to those guys. Shoot, Kevin Porter Jr. on the 31st put up 10 rebounds himself. Terry Eason had 13. So I think there's a if we just look at Jakob Pertl had 12 rebounds against these guys on the 29th. Vucevic had 12 rebounds against these guys on the 23rd. So the centers have definitely got there against them recently. So they're probably going to need Ayton's minutes, and they're going to need him against the boards here. And like I said, Knicks are not very good against rebounds. They're, bottom, third of the league here. So we're going to go this route. If we kind of see what he did last year, he had 13 boards against them last year in November as well. So I think it's a good matchup here. We're going to look at the over 9.5 rebounds for DeAndre Ayton. And then the last one we're going to look here. This is the one that moved on me while I was researching really earlier this morning, pouring my cup of joe. I still think it's a spot we can look at, but it did move. And we're talking LaMelo Ball, and we're going to look at 7 rebounds. And I'm going to take the over on this one, more than 7 rebounds for LaMelo Ball. And he's going up against the Lakers. He's been on a tear recently since coming back from injury. He was out for a long time. His first game he played was, I think it was December. So he played, so he was out for about a month from November 16th to December 14th. So, played back in for the first 4 games, but he's hit this in 6 of the last 6 games. The Lakers are ranked 26th in rebounds allowed, 24th in offensive rebounds allowed, 24th in defensive rebounds allowed, and 18th against point guard defense. They do give up rebounds. I mean, DeJounte Murray on the 30th had grabbed 7 boards against the Lakers here. Jalen Johnson grabbed 7 rebounds against these guys. So guards that can rebound real well, he just played the Lakers, on the 23rd and grabbed 8 rebounds. The Lakers playing a fast pace, second fastest pace in the league. Charlotte's favored by 1 here. So it's a spot where if we're going to see 36, 37 minutes out of him, if it's going to be a close game, he's definitely going to want to show out and has a chance to get those rebounds. So I like this. Again, I wish we had the 6.5 line. It was at around minus 145, minus 150. Like I said, it did shift up to 7 rebounds, but I still think there's a good shot that he can get this. I just wish we would have got at that 6.5 number, but that's where we're sitting at. So there's 3 plays for you here. Again, if you want access to the picks that we're going to have, it's a pretty big slate, so there's going to be quite a few out there. Make sure to check us out in that link, in that Patreon link below, and come join us. And if you want to see any of the tools that we have, any explanations or anything, again, all you got to do is come join us, and we'll do the best we can to explain everything and hopefully help you, bring you guys a little bit of value, basically for the price of lunch, man. So, again, appreciate you guys, and like always, I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.